We're going to pick some lemongrass. We have it here in our backyard. Just a couple pieces. Then another. We went to pick some seashells because it's low tide, so we get a bunch of it. And then another one. There you go. Let's go to the kitchen. So as you can see, this is all the seashells that we get yesterday. We went food hunting because it was low tide, so this is all the seashells that we get. This seashell is called sikad-sikad. We call it sikad-sikad. So right now we are going to put all of the shells in a clean bowl. So we have to clean all of them thoroughly. So as you notice from the container, there is already water. We intended to put water. It is because some of the residue inside the shells will be clean, because some seashells, they have a lot of sand. They eat sand, so we have to put water onto it. And right after that, we will clean it again. So it's almost done. We have to make sure there's no shells left in the container. So right now we already put all of the seashells from the clean bowl. So we found a lot of different kinds of seashells. And this kind of seashells is what we call tuwad, and I love it. Our lemongrass is ready, and of course our seashells is ready again for another cleaning. You have to thoroughly clean the seashells so that any remaining sand inside the seashells will be wiped out or completely gone, because you don't want to drink this soup and having sands in your palate. That will be really disgusting, you know? You're like eating a sand, so you have to thoroughly clean that because we are going to boil these seashells. So right now what I'm going to do is to separate this seashell. We call it tuwad, or sometimes we call it pyramid. And it looks like a cone as well, so whatever you prefer to call it, but local people from the island call it tuwad, but I prefer calling it pyramid, you know, because it looks like a pyramid. You have to separate them because we have to chop the tip of the tuwad. This is what I really love. I love this pyramid seashell because it's really delicious. For me, I prefer this one than other seashells that we have. So every time I go for a food hunt when it's low tide, I always look for the pyramid shell because they taste really good. I know there is a lot of ways how to cook seashells, but I prefer cooking it by boiling. I mean, it's the easiest thing to do and there's no hassle of it, so that's why I prefer cooking it by boiling. So right now, we already separated all of the pyramid shell or the tuwad. What we are going to do is that we have to chop it off. See? You can see that? cone shape or like a mountain shape. The tip of that is the one we're going to chop. So this one is already chopped. The tip is already chopped, so it looks like that. See the difference? The one that is chopped and the one that isn't. So that is what we're going to do right now on our next step. It's not too hard. The shells are not too hard. You can easily chop it off. So we successfully cut all of the tip of the pyramid shell or the tuwad. Now we're heading to go for our lemongrass. You have to cut this small amount of like this dried lemongrass. I don't know, I prefer that. I prefer cutting it because I don't like to include that, and you have to, you know, fold it and twist it like you're doing a knot or something. And then of course you have to wash the lemongrass before, you know, putting it in your casserole. So we're putting everything, all of the shells, in our casserole, including also the lemongrass. So we're putting everything onto it. So the lemongrass also goes inside, and we put some water. The water should be leveled to half level of the casserole, and we add some salt. Now it's already cooked. Can't wait to try this. This is the finished seashells that was boiled for a couple of minutes, and as you can see, every shells that was closed is now open. Means it's already cooked. This one, and this one, and of course this one. Okay, see? And I can't wait to try this one. We call this the pyramid or tuwad. It looks like a cone or a pyramid. And you already see earlier that we chopped the tip of it here, because the purpose of that is you have to suck this one, the top, and right after that the bottom, so that this will be came out instantly. So guys, I'm really excited to eat the tuwad or the pyramid. So look at this one. So what we're going to do in order for us to get what's inside of this shell is you have to suck this one, the top, and followed by the bottom. So this is how it goes. Don't suck too much. And then the bottom. So when you feel that it finally came out, so this is how it goes. So you have to pull what's inside of that shell, and voila! Nothing left. So let's try this one. Eat. Oh, also you may notice there is like this thin scale, the orange one. You have to take it up, and then of course let's taste it. It's so good. See you on my next video, guys. Bye.